and 6,000 have already been spoken for. But take a look at Luann's skin, because that's really what this is all about. Lightweight, buildable coverage, the most beautiful, perfect color matched foundation. There's this like radiance, and it's the perfect balance of, matte, but radiance, but glow. You can cover any imperfections, and it is absolutely flawless. What you're looking at that creates that beautiful Balance-n-Brighten foundation and the blush that she's using, that's our today's special value. A dynamic duo, a superhero and its brand new sidekick. You're gonna want both in your beauty bag this summer, and that's why we did it as a today's special value. We have an exclusive duo, but it's really about getting this amazing coverage. So you can see on one hand, she's covered with this incredible foundation that is Balance-n-Brighten. It is a 3-time award-winning bestseller in Laura Geller's collection, and even here at QVC. I mean, we sold 4.6 million of just the foundation alone. And part of it is because the coverage that she can get, this like youthfulness that it brings back to your skin. So what we've done today as an exclusive duo is you are getting a super size of Balance-n-Brighten. So not only does it balance and correct and brighten, there's also 9 different pigments in each shade. So it is so easy to get your perfect skin match, and it gives this like life and radiance unlike any other. This is all made in Italy. It's baked on terracotta tiles for 24 hours. It starts its life as a cream. So I know it looks like it's a traditional powder foundation. It doesn't wear like a powder. And then, so here's our superhero in the super size, because remember, you're getting more than you would if you bought 2 originals in the super size. Come on over to the new best friend and sidekick. Laura Geller does some of the most beautiful blushes. This one is our Baked Bronze and Blush. So you get this beautiful bronze. You also get this gorgeous strawberry shade, as well as like a little creamy highlight. All of that can be swirled together as one perfect blush, or you could easily, with like an eyeshadow brush or your fingertip, pick out the shades. And I did that today to create even like a bronze and a contour. I used the bronze from right in this palette. First time we've ever done it like this, where it's a little bit more dramatic in those shades. Now here's the thing. Take a look at this, because this foundation's normally $83. The blush alone would be a $34 value. Our today's special value is $49.98. And then you pick your shade. We have porcelain, fair, light, medium. Golden medium is what I'm wearing. We have tan, deep, and toffee. Your today's special value would be $117, but we have it as a special for $49.98. So if you use Laura Geller, if you use the Balance-n-Brighten, we'd love to hear from you. You can always call us in the show, but keep in mind for those shades, we do offer free exchanges. We also have auto delivery. So here's the other point with auto delivery is not only are you going to get another shipment in 6 months, you can change out your shade. So if you're someone like, well, Allie, normally I do wear the medium in Laura's foundation, but for summer, I find that I might need something warmer. You can then go to golden medium, but then back to winter, go back to medium. Hey, Amber Milt is joining us. If you wear any of Laura's makeup, we'd love to hear from you. You can share your story during our Today's Special Value presentation. We are celebrating the 28-year anniversary, and joining the Laura Geller team is Amber Milt. Amber, you have been, in the beauty industry for many years.
2 decades.
But stumbled across and kind of cross paths with Laura because of a podcast.
Yes, I had a beauty podcast, and she was a guest on my podcast, and we were just saying, I was like so in love with her products because I've been using them since I was 20 years old, but now that I'm in my mid-40s, what a difference. And she said, you know so much about my products. And I said, because I love them. And when she asked me to come and join her, it was a no-brainer, right? Because this is a brand, it's makeup that is made for mature skin. And I just have to tell you, if you are at home thinking, I can't wear a powder, they don't work. I want to tell you that this Balance-n-Brighten, believe the hype. It starts its life as a cream, and it is the creamiest, dreamiest foundation you will ever put on. And then as the day goes on, it gets better. It gets better, right?
I want to highlight that. That's how you know. Powders don't get better with time. powders you have to reapply, and then it gets even more cakey. Because of the formula, it gets better with time. So let's help you pick your perfect shade. So you can really try and experience what the Laura Geller foundation, the Balance-n-Brighten, is all about. Can you help us guide through to know how to pick a shade?
Absolutely. And you know what, Allie? This is goof proof. So we just want you to look for the woman that looks the most similar to you. So let's start with porcelain. That's going to be for my Nicole Kidman alabaster skin type. Go right to porcelain. Fair adds a touch more warmth, but you still burn in the sun. Light is a true light medium, so just on the lighter side of medium. Medium is what I'm wearing, it's what Lee is gonna be wearing. Golden medium is what you're wearing, Allie, and what I can step up to in the summer when I have a bit more sun. Tan is gonna be for my lighter tan skins. Deep is gonna be for that beautiful medium deep skin tones, and toffee is gonna be for our richest skin tones. But each of these is made up of 6 pigments, so it is goof proof. We almost call this like smart makeup. It self-adjusts, so please do not stress over this. Find the woman that looks closest to you and pick that.
There's multi-pigments. There's actually 6 different pigments in each palette, so it's really easy to get your perfect shade. It also applies so quickly. So normally early morning Tuesdays, I mean, I start my day at 3 a.m. It can be a whirlwind from getting into the studio. I never did my makeup so fast.
Oh my goodness,
and
you
you
look
get
gorgeous.
beautiful coverage, right? Do you see how it covers all my little sunspots and discoloration? But it also doesn't look like you're wearing heavy makeup. And the best part is as the day goes on and we finish our time on air and I've got meetings and then I go to my second job as mom and I pick up the kids from school and all the things, my makeup is gonna look even better because of that formula. So I want to do a little deep dive here in just a second of each, because remember, you're getting your Baked Balance-n-Brighten. That is one of Laura's best-selling. It's an award winner 3 times over and over again as a Customer Choice Beauty Award for Best Foundation. And then you're also getting a brand new Baked Blush-n-Bronze. If you love Laura's blushes like I do, I think I have 6 in my makeup bag, you're gonna fall in love with this new design. But this is $117 worth of beauty, worth of makeup, worth of color and your foundation, basically. It's now $49.98. It's more than just 2 of the original size. And if you're a true Laura Geller gal, these are loaded with products. It takes so much time, as we call it, to like hit the pan.
Oh yeah.
Laura always knows, like if somebody calls in and she's like, well, how have you hit the pan yet? Because there's so much product in each palette. Let's talk about how these are made, because we talk about like baked in Italy. Where does the beginning begin?
Yes, and I'm just showing you here. These are the actual terracotta tiles. So if you ever get to the bottom of one of these Laura Geller compacts, you're gonna find this actual terracotta tile. So these are handmade by artisans in Italy. We take these beautiful, finely milled, pure pigments, blend them with antioxidants, and then it almost looks like a cookie dough. Right now we're watching how the blush is made. Then they are baked on terracotta tiles for 24 hours. And what that is doing is that is sustaining all that hydration. So these start as a cream, and even though they are baked for 24 hours and end up as a powder, they are the creamiest powder you will ever feel. They're then hand polished by artisans. All of this is done in Italy, from Italy straight to you.
Let's take a look at Suzanne, because I want you to see, she has like half of her face done. And you can really see the difference. There isn't this like heavy line difference between. You notice the color. You know what I notice sometimes, like as we age, our skin almost looks ruddy. It looks a little sallow.
Yeah.
It kind of loses that like brightness like we had in our youth. Look at the youth brought back to Suzanne's color.
I mean, and here's the thing, Suzanne has beautiful skin, but I think like so many of us, in the beginning, right, we have those sun kisses, right? Our skin isn't totally even, but look at her in the after, and as she's applying this, how easy it is to get that flawless look that's natural. But it does not look like she's wearing a stitch of makeup. She's not wearing a heavy mask. She can put this on, it's gonna even out the skin tone, it's gonna help to tone down the redness. By the way, for all my sensitive skin gals out there, we are approved by the Rosacea Society, by the Psoriasis Foundation. So this is great if you've got sensitive skin. And in just seconds, her skin looks like her skin, but better. And that's the thing with Laura. It is effortless, and it's all about getting our natural beauty and glow back.
Yeah, Suzanne, what shade do you wear? Susanna's in the light. Look at her gorgeous coverage. And I'm not seeing heavy, cakey makeup.
No.
It's not settling in into any lines and wrinkles, right? Which Suzanne doesn't really have any. You don't. But you can tell, like, it is just flawless, beautiful skin, and it gets better with time.
And that's the thing. It was Suzanne who first, when I first met her on air, she was like, wait until you see this hours later, because it does. It doesn't cake. It doesn't crease. I do live shows. You know, you're on live all day long, talking, laughing, having a great time. There's no creasing, there's no caking with this, and I'm telling you, it will get better as the day goes on.
It does. Let me, you know, it was probably, oh gosh, maybe like 5-6 years ago. I was a social host for David Venable on Friday nights, and a host had called out sick. There was like, needed to go, you know, kind of like, whoops, had
live
a little
TV.
moment. Okay. So live, get pulled from the show, and it's like, hey, we need you to go host this Laura Geller hour. And I was like, okay. So I quick got a tray of makeup. I'm trying the Balance-n-Brighten for the very first time. And I'm like, oh, this is really nice. And first of all, it was so fast to put on. But what I noticed was, as the night then went on, it got better. I had never worn a foundation that when I got off air, I felt like my skin looked better than when I first did my makeup. Here, I want you to see Angela's skin. She's gonna pop this on. You do have it on.
Oh, Angela, look
how pretty. And then she's touching up with the blush that you also get.
And that's what, so this blush is really meant, whether you are porcelain through deep, this is going to look so gorgeous. It's going to add, we call it a sculpting blush, because it's gonna find those cheekbones and it's gonna instantly lift your face. But you have a lot of control with this. Angela, you look gorgeous. You look gorgeous. And what's so nice about this is it can be used really customizable way, right? We heard from you. So this is also handmade in Italy, that same baked technology that Laura is known for. But look at how much more lifted her cheeks called. And that's why we call it this sculpting blush. Plus, it adds that radiance, that hint of shimmer. So many women don't want to have to do a blush, a bronzer, a highlighter. This is everything you need in one easy palette. And then for my gals, if you are on the go, you can take a brush and just pull out things like the highlight and just get that highlighter. So you can either use all three together for this beautiful, warm, natural flush, or pick them out individually. You said you did your eyes with it today.
Yeah, you can.
It's gorgeous.
I mean, that's the thing. You can pull out colors. I did some sculpting with the bronzer too. Amber, you did it before and after as well.
Okay.
And this is what I love, because like, you're gonna see Amber's before and after. I'm also like maybe 8 inches away from Amber. Her skin looks flawless. It doesn't look like she has heavy, cakey makeup. That's what's so amazing about the Balance-n-Brighten. And then the blush is the perfect sidekick to that hero foundation. Look at your radiant skin.
Yeah, I feel that's the thing that so many women tell me too. It feels weightless, right? We want makeup that's not only easy to put on, that's fun to put on, but we don't want to feel like we are wearing makeup. And Laura has taken the guesswork. It's the benefit of buying makeup who's created by a makeup artist who's seen every skin tone, every skin type. And who knows, you know, Laura always says she is the lazy gal's guide to makeup. She wants it one swipe to wonderful. And with these 2 products, your entire face will look natural. It'll be effortless. And just like we said, you've got so much control with these 2 products. So if you want more coverage, we can get more coverage depending on the brush you use. And the brushes that we have with these go so great.
Or if you want a little bit more lift, you can kind of place it however you want. Laura Geller's blushes, by the way, I know the main heart of this today's special value is the foundation. Her blushes are some of my favorite. And a lot of it is because of that kind of multi-array of color, the formula that's then baked in Italy, they go on so creamy. And you also get, you don't just get color, you also get this illumination and this radiance. When you put this duo on, it's like look alive. Your skin will look fantastic. I want you to see this on a few more faces, because what you should spend about $117 today, it's what, $49.98? That's just a little bit more than you'd spend on the blush. The blush is normally like $36, let alone to get the super size of your foundation. So you'll pick your shade and you're off to the races. Now, one thing, you do want to get auto delivery, because in 6 months, we'll send you another duo. You'll get a new blush shade. Today, you're getting that strawberry rose, or excuse me, the strawberry bronze. Next shipment, you're going to get the rose shade.
The rose bronze, which is
Rose bronze,
such, I
thank
mean,
you.
it is one of our most popular shades. It's just a little bit softer, pinker. So I feel like with this, you get a little
it'll be
bit
a
more
nice
of
duo.
the corals, right? Coming into summer, we're gonna have those corals. And then just as we're starting to hit the fall temperatures, I don't want to think about it, but 6 months from now, you will have that fresh pop of color in the rose bronze.
And you'll still have this blush.
Yes, and you will still
because
have the blush.
it lasts that long. Here, all you have to do is pick your shade, starting with that great porcelain.
Perfect. So porcelain is going to be for my gals with that alabaster skin. Fair, you still have that light skin, but you burn in the sun. Light is going to be a true light medium. So on the lighter side of medium. Medium is what I am wearing. It's what I wear pretty much year round, but I can step it up to golden medium. Golden medium is what Allie is wearing today.